Okay, this is the kind of redo of the video with the screenshots. I'm just going to kind of zip through these drone flights. One thing I want you to pay attention to is where the sun is right now. When I moved to the other spot on the second flight, the sun would be to the right of this brighter area here. There'll be two bright spots that you'll see. Now that question on, I believe you're talking about right in here. The comet should be heading in like this at that angle. I'm not 100% sure. This is just a guesstimate. I believe there's something out in front of the comet. I'm going to look back and try to find a couple drone flights when these lightning storms came in, because every time the comet coming from the east to go west, east traveling west, it's always a dark spot that they got really smudged up, like this, and it's the exact angle in front of that comet. So I don't know if this is gonna, I don't know if it's gonna be like a double-headed comet, kind of, sort of speaking, meaning a smaller one out in front of the main bigger one, or if it's just like a bigger meteor asteroid out in front of it. But I think there's definitely something in front of the comet, the bigger one. Now this is the flight. Now see, here's the two bright spots. The sun should be over here, which is, that's a bit north. That's not what my point is here. Now everyone has a theory on why it's like red like this across. I think I caught it finally. And it was staring me right in the face. I don't know how I missed it. Right there, that is not the sun. The sun is over here at this bright spot. To the left of this bright spot is a huge red sphere. And I'll show you that. You see how you can just make it out right there? Oops. Now if you look to the lake, there's a reflection here and there's a reflection here. Now I don't know. For one thing, I don't know what that is out there on the lake. I don't know. I know there's an island out there, but I did not believe it was there. But I could check it out tomorrow. Now, anybody that wants to say that that's the sun going down, it's not the sun. I'm going to do a drone flight again today, and I'm going to release it as fast as I can, meaning that, you know, within the hour after I do the flight, to show you that that is not the sun right there. The sun is way over to the northwest more than what that is. This ain't going to be a very long video. I'm just going to basically add my screenshots. But there's a reflection there and a reflection there. And there is one huge red ball there. But out in front of this comet going that way, they've always got her smudged up, and it's always a lightning storm out in front of this comet. I think there's something out in front of it. Obviously, if you look at any of like NASA's satellites and all this other stuff that they have that track these incoming objects or anything like that, I used to watch the solar cameras and stuff like that, but you know, they're interesting to watch, but they could be showing you something from a month ago or even a week ago or a day ago. Now, I'm not saying that they're not real and they're not, I'm not saying they're real and they're not, or they're fake. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying that too many things don't line up with what they try to say, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion on that. I don't like a lot of the stuff that they do. I don't I think people should be left in the dark because obviously there's something going on. Now, this is the first drone flight. I took a screenshot and darkened it up to show where the sun was. Now, to the left, it's going to be that bright spot. To the right, that's where the sun is. Now, because I inverted it and then added some hue to it, so I was trying to pull this object up that was right there. And I'm pretty sure there were some smaller objects around the sun. I think these three things around it is smaller objects around the sun, which mean they're not small, but they look to be small from our view. Now here's the original screenshots that I went with. Oops, not that one, but let's see where we can jump to. I'm going to try to take my time on this to point it out. Now I darken this one up. Now the only thing I do is darken up saturation and hue. Sometimes and then contrast, obviously, but I usually try not to use too much contrast because it usually blurs up the picture pretty good. Now that should show you right there that there's a red-brown object right there. The sun is more up in here. This is obviously a lower shot. When I was first going up or down with the drone, I'm not sure which. But you can see that little ball right there. That is probably where the sun is at. And this is not the sun. Now, I really hope that's not the size comparison if they're equivalent in distance. See here, I took a screenshot from when I was more faced towards the lightning storm going on over here. To show you, and then this is where I added the hue, darkened it and added the hue to it. Yeah, there's a ball there. I don't know that a cloud could look like that, but you know, anybody can argue that. But yeah, that's definitely not the sun. I'm going to prove that tonight. There's even a better one I pulled up a little bit better. That would mean basically the sun just decided, well, boop, jump to the left real quick while I was driving over to the other spot to fly the drone. I don't think that's happened, but you never know. So you can see it right there, and that I don't know honestly what is above there. It's got to be something up there. I don't know if there's something going down or going across at the same time or what. I think it's pretty, excuse me, pretty hard to believe that that's not a spear there, or sphere. These pictures here ain't the greatest, but I think you can pretty much see this round object there. And the sun's going to be over here. That little light spot right there, that's just, that's on the lake there. See, there's this object there. There, I think it pulls up pretty good. Even that little round one there. Yeah, I shouldn't say they're a little round one, but it's not small. Then there was that round object with that tail coming off it. I don't know, I haven't seen Prep do another one where he caught that round object with the tail coming off it like that. Even when I invert the sun like this, you still see that little round object there. But yeah, that's so the red sunsets and everything else, if the people say that the sun goes through a cloud or a red cloud that makes it look red and stuff like that, well, I think I can honestly say that that's I don't think so anymore, because after seeing that huge red ball right there, and I know that is not the sun, The sun is over here. Yeah, the sun's right over here. I I don't know, but I know that's a round object, and I know it's large. It's either really big or it's really close. I'm guessing both. I think it's a lot closer than what it was last year for sure, hands down. Even 2 years ago, it would be. If I had my laptop, I could pull off old bebop videos. I think I have probably about 1,200 of them on external devices, and I could show you where that red object would just be like really bright round sphere, where now it's way bigger, way closer. But yeah, to answer that one question, I think something's out in front of that comet. Pretty soon they're gonna have a really hard time covering up whatever's out in front of it, and we're gonna see it pretty soon. I don't know when. I don't like putting a date on it, but yeah, I don't know. It's coming in. I know that. Whatever it is. All right. Thanks. Let me know.